In this video, we want to show how Flexera SaaS Management helps organizations with invoicing and chargeback to the various departments in the organization. SaaS applications can be costly, and it's important to charge that cost back to the various users and the users of those departments. Like we touched on earlier, it's important to have multiple discovery sources, including the browser extension, the agent, API, CASB, and SSO. This will give us a consolidated view of what people have been using in an organization, so you can use this data to charge back accurately and go into your next vendor renewal with a place of data rather than estimations. When you're ready to configure your connectors, go to Add Connector, add your Microsoft 365 one over here, name your connector, tenant ID, client secret, domain, set the schedule, and hit save, and repeat the same for Microsoft Entra, and lastly, Salesforce. Now you would also notice that we've added multiple connectors here because each of them coincides with a different region. Hence, it's important to add all the connectors that are relevant to your region. Once the import of subscription data is complete, you can come over here to subscriptions, and let's look at Microsoft for a start. Again, we can see all the subscription data has been put in. We can see 42 subscriptions, purchase and assignment. And if we want to, let's click on something like an E3. We can see the insights and recommendations. And we've also put in the HR data, in this case, country and department. If I want to add additional columns here, I'm going to focus on online-only users, include their username and email, and this can be easily exported out into a CSV format. This CSV can then be ingested by a Power BI tool, a Power tool like Power BI, for you to charge back that cost to the different departments. Let's come back to look at something like Salesforce, which we configured the connector for. And because we've configured the different organizations in there, we can see the total number of users, active subscriptions, and the monthly potential savings as well, because we've configured the cost in. Here we've also split it up by the different departments and countries. Similarly, we've also sorted them out by the subscriptions as well as the organizations. Similarly, we can also add in additional columns if we need to and export the data. In order to have a true view of what potential savings could be achieved, it's important to add in the cost data. Go over here, details, edit subscription. Remember to update the cost per unit, purchase date, as well as the start and end dates. If you would like a consolidated view of all the subscriptions that you have, as well as the expirations, come over to the Home tab and look for subscriptions. We might want to focus on subscriptions that are going to expire in the next 60 days. Put in the filters for start date, end date, and we can export this data out. Now that you understand how Flexera SaaS Management is able to show invoicing and chargeback, do remember to configure the different connectors, add your cost in, and dates as well. Feel free to export this data so it can be consumed in your data visualization tools. If you need any assistance, please feel free to contact your Flexera account manager or our community pages if you need any help with the configuration. Thank you.